So, Cami, tell us about you, but in the homeschooling reigns. Like, why did you start homeschooling?
So I've never homeschooled. My kids go to a charter school, and like I'm very specific on what teacher and what school, and they've all been spread in different classes, like all that kind of stuff. But I've never homeschooled.
Okay.
I got involved with the homeschooling community because my sister Tiffany Earle, and she started LEMI, the Leadership Education Mentoring Institute, and did homeschooling pods all over United States, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so she pulled me in to run the Youth for Freedom.
Oh,
And so she
okay.
would do the homeschooling all year and then have me run the youth conferences.
Gotcha.
And so that's how I started like working within the homeschooling community.
Okay.
And that's 16 years ago.
Wow. Didn't even. So Tiffany's a big part of Youth for Freedom still?
Yeah, well, she and my sister Angie, the three of us sat on a bed and bounced around and
Oh, fun.
had so much
I
fun.
can't even imagine how much
Right?
how much
Like,
energy the three of you would have.
what do we wish we had
So
when we were 12
incredible.
years old? Like, could you imagine? Oh,
Yeah.
let's do this with them. Let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
they're still a part of me, but they've kind of moved into different areas of the that spectrum.
Uh-huh.
So their influence is in Youth for Freedom still.
Okay. Okay.
They're not like at the meetings and at the council trainings
Right,
and stuff
right.
like that.
Okay.
So
All right. So, okay, this is not one of the questions, but what a question I have now.
personal question.
A personal question already. Right off the bat.
Oh, Lord.
So, how has Youth for Freedom affected your life?
Oh, geez. I love that question. So it's interesting because you would think that I was doing this for the youth. Like I work with the counselors, about 50 counselors and session directors, and then about 200 youth that come through each summer. It's been 16 years, right? You would think that it's all about them and it's all about the youngsters that we're affecting and changing. Like, no, I would say Youth for Freedom is all about me.
Mm.
I'm the student all year long. Learning from my counselors, learning from my session directors, learning from the leaders that I'm training to be leaders.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm the one that comes away like, holy cow, like I just absolutely learned so much within that experience. And then the actual 3-day conference is just party time for me, like just running around and playing with the kids and learning from them and doing popsicle sticks, looking in their eyes. And so like every single year has been a major growth for me on the inside.
Wow.
I never wanted to run a business or own a business. Like I never wanted to do those things. I also like to be in the helper position, not in the
Really? Really?
like not the one running the show. And
Yeah,
making all
yeah.
this- I don't have red personality. Like I want to have the power and I want to make all the decisions and I want the control. I'm like,
But you don't have that.
and I get.
But
to
you
be
get to
that
learn
role
that. That's your
because-
new change.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's part of being a leader. I'm free to be,
Yeah,
free to act.
yeah.
I get to try on those places and make the decisions for the entire conference.
Yeah.
And that scares me. And so it's a huge
Does it scare you every year? Or is it just
every single year?
Yeah.
And like for me, like I went into mathematics not because I was absolutely amazing at it and I could just consistently think like that. It was because it was such a challenge for me.
Oh.
And I loved the challenge. I loved the problem solving and eventually being able to get to the other side because of the learning process.
Yeah.
Right? So like when I'm a blue belt in karate, to go through the karate process, like I put myself into competition with jiu-jitsu not because I wanted to compete, but because the process of learning in order to get to that space of competition, that's like my love.
Yeah. And that
the
intensity
actual
and
journey.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having a purpose for it. And so that's what Youth for Freedom has been for me, so much so that like it has been one of the greatest learning and safe grounds for me to progress in.
Yeah.
And those kids, like, oh my goodness, thank goodness they're our future. Like I'm honored every year.
Yeah. So you have hope in the future because of
Absolutely.
what you're doing there.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah.
you sit around, like when I was a teacher,
Uh-huh.
you sit around the teacher break room
Mm-hmm.
and all the teachers are like, these stupid kids.
Oh,
these parents,
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're such goof offs. Oh, I can't contain so and so. Like, it's just down. I'm like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. I sit at Youth for Freedom, and I'm like, whatever.
I
Whatever.
love
like,
it.
This world is just fine. Everything
Yeah.
that these parents are doing in their homes, these kids, they rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they love, like, they're learning to love who they are, and they're showing up, and they're changing the world.
Yeah.
And so, like, it just gives me so much hope.
That's so exciting.
To be notified of our newest YouTube videos, be sure to click the subscribe button here. Head over to our new website for the latest gifts and promotions. For more videos like this one, click this playlist here.